down your lighter. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests present you. First of all, before delivering my topic, I would like to ask you a small question. How many of you have heard about Jallianwala Bagh massacre? I guess most of the persons in this room would have heard about Jallianwala Bagh massacre. It is estimated that there are nearly 20,000 of people who are being killed in that tragedy. What if I say to you that in the world there are hundreds of Jallianwala Bagh massacres and thousands of bomb blasts that are happening in the world? Let me say you how. The main reason is just the puff which you use your cigarette. That's exactly the topic which I'm going to speak to you today. Don't puff your life away with a cigarette. This is the main motto which I'm going to speak to you today. And daily we see a lot of people in and around in the environment. They are smoking cigarette and they are active smokers as well as passive smokers. We see a lot of people just for fun or out of fashion they use cigarette. But it affects their lives, and not only their life but a lot of people. Let me show you logical statistics of how it's being affected. It is estimated that there are 1.1 billion people or 1.1 billion smokers who are died each in the world. If you compare it for a statistical record, if we take, in a year there are 1.1 billion people who are being dead or who are being killed in the world. That's the main reason why smoking is affecting a lot of people. And why do people smoke? Why do people smoke? Because one day, one of my friends has come to me and said that he's an active smoker from many years. He said to me that just try it out once. What's the big deal? You know, it's gonna be really helpful. It's gonna make you really happy. It's gonna make you thrilled out and out. He almost tried to give it to me. I just said no. I was not that much into that, and I said no. This is how it starts with each and every person. Everyone thinks that, why don't we try it once? What's the big deal when everyone are trying in and around us? So that's how we start. That's how each and every habit develops. Next one. See, what usually happens is that whenever we see people smoking, we get the psychological intention or psychological feel that why could the people cannot prevent it? We usually think that why government is not doing any steps when this many people are smoking out there. But what I say is that it comes from an intention, it comes through the mindset of the people. Let me narrate a small story to you all. There was once a family and which has two children, and a father and a mother. Daily, the father comes, he drinks alcohol and comes home and he harasses his mother, his wife. It happened for quite a few times, maybe for 1 to 2 years, and suddenly there are two children. One child has thought that, oh, see my father, he's being named in this country and so powerful and he can do anything. And he has that impact that yes, after I becoming big, after I become an adult also, I need to be like my father. And there was the other guy, he thought, oh, how bad is my father? He's coming home and daily harassing my mother, and how poor is my mom, daily facing this. And he has that impact that he should not be in that way. And the other person is in that impact that he should be in that way. That's the difference. We take the things that most of the time most of the times that all the people do, but it's the impact which we need to have in our mind that this is not a proper thing, and this is what we should restrict ourselves that we need not do it. That's exactly your mindset. I said statutory warning on cigarette pack shouldn't take lightly. We see a lot of people, we see ourselves also, when we see something which is written, we usually take it out easily that it's no use for me and it's no use for everyone. We just have that attitude, reckless attitude that we tend to throw that away. And that's what we should not do it. Next one. And let me say that the main effects of smoking. Smoking has, as you all know, it contains nicotine. And it not only affects the people, the persons who smoke, but it also affects the environment. Do you know that it takes something like hundreds of years for the cigarette to decompose and decompose into the environment, and before it decomposes also, it creates a lot of pollution to the environment. And what we see is that we see our friends using a second-hand smoking. So what happens in second-hand smoking is that it causes a lot of carcinogens from one person to the other person. It transfers that from one person to the other person, that it causes a really high effect rate than the first person who is smoking. So it not only affects that first person, it also affects the second person who is smoking 100 times more. That means it is highly likely that the person is going to get cancer in a few months or in a few years. That's exactly the main motto of hazard of cigarette. See, especially in the children, especially you see a lot of people of my age using cigarette. There are nearly 80,000 of people in India that they are contributing to smoking and using smoking daily at once, at least. Why this impact has come? This impact has come from all the people. All the people, all the adults, and all the environment. That's so. Where the change has to come? The change has to come in the mindsets of people. See, you could see this is what the cigarette thing. This is like killing your. It's like a snake that's killing your human body. That's the effect of smoke when in a small time. I should say that after all taking the nuclear weapons and all, if we get escape, this is a massive weapon. They can say that it's really gonna, it's getting out with the nuclear weapons and all. So finally, what I would like to say is that it's in your hands how you people make your younger generations, or how you people make your younger children to do it. Any person is smoking, you can go and educate them. This is not good. Maybe no matter what it is, no matter what it can be, you need to the people who has to educate them. Are you with me? Toastmasters. So finally.